Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of my two-part series. Part 2 is where I focus on how I removed black box dye from this hair. On part 1, I gave my final review a year later on this unit right here that I made. This is the Wow African Virgin Indian Italian Yaki. If you're interested in seeing my final thoughts on this hair a year later, as well as my initial thoughts on it, the links will be in the description box below. But let's get to why we're here. So what led me to this point was I had my client, and this is her first time wearing any type of wigs or weaves. So she wanted to, when we first made this unit, she wanted to dye it jet black. She also wanted a little gray patch right here to kind of mimic her gray patch, which is why you're seeing this little light brown piece here, which is, I'll get to this later. So I had bleached this part initially, but it wasn't lifting all the way platinum blonde for me to deposit that gray kind of tone on the hair, and I wasn't safe, and I didn't feel comfortable pushing the hair any further because I felt like the hair would either melt or break off. So at that point, we just initially decided to just dye the whole thing black. And the box dye that I used was the Revlon Color Silk in Soft Black. I will leave a picture of it right here. And a little side note, I don't like that dye. You get what you pay for. It was cheap, which is why I purchased it in the first place. But it took forever to rinse out the hair. Like, I must have raised my water bill by $100 just to try to rinse this black dye out of this hair. And even after that, you know, the next time we washed the hair, like 2 weeks later, it was still black dye coming out the hair. So I'm not sure if that's just a black dye thing or if that's just this box color thing. But from now on, I'm going to try to use some kind of professional black dye if we do decide to dye any color hair black again. Never again will I use that dye. Just a side note. But anyway, back to why we're here. Mini rant. So, like I said, we dyed the hair black, and this is pretty much the outcome of when I dyed it black. This is one of the bundle that was left over from me making this hair, and as you can tell, that there is a huge difference between this one and this one. So you can tell that the product, oh shit, sorry. You can tell, girl, you gone crazy, hold up. So you can tell that the product does work. It does work. So the product that I'm talking about is, and this also saved her some coins, because she was initially thinking about, just because she loved the hair and the texture, she was thinking about just purchasing a whole new set of bundles and frontal. But I convinced her to let me do this method, which would save her hundreds of dollars, and she agreed to it. So after researching on products on YouTube, I came across some professional hair stylists that were using it, particularly Guy Tang and that blonde girl Mindy, were to name a few. It's the Pravana Color Extractor. And you get a lot of product in this box, in this one box. As it says right here, you get up to 5 services, 5+ services in this box. And I tend to agree. It comes with 3 parts, and I'm sorry I did not film a tutorial on how I did this, because it is kind of difficult for me to film this by myself and try to stay in frame so you guys can see what I'm doing, as well as trying to monitor the camera and all of that. It's just a little too much, so I do apologize, and in the future I'll try to figure out how I can film myself doing these tutorials again. But for the most part, I'm just going to explain to you guys how I did it. So it comes with 3 parts. Like I said, you get your clarifying shampoo, and then you get a part 1 and part 2 solution. So first of all, you're going to want to wash the hair in lukewarm water 2 times with this clarifying shampoo. Then you're going to go ahead and towel dry the hair. And towel dry meaning towel dry. The hair should not be dripping wet, and the hair should not be 100% dry. It should just be towel dried. Then you want to mix equal parts of part 1 and part 2 together. And I say equal parts, no eyeballing. Please do not eyeball, equal parts. So for this, I'm going to encourage you guys, get a scale, which is what I use. I had an electronic scale, or you can use a measuring cup. Just find some way to get equal parts of part 1 and part 2. Mix the 2 solutions together, and you're going to want to evenly distribute it through your hair or your extension, whatever you're trying to remove color from. And this only removes it from human hair. It's not going to remove it from synthetic hair or human hair blend. It will only remove it from human hair. So this is only for human hair, guys. And then you're going to, like I said, evenly distribute it through the hair. After then, you're going to wrap it in a plastic bag or in a shower processing cap. And you're going to have it under a heat source for max processing time, 20 minutes. 20 minutes max. And your heat source can be a hooded dryer, which is what I used, or you can hold a blow dryer over it and try to evenly disperse the heat over it for 20 minutes. Don't put it in the microwave. Do not put it in the microwave. A heat source, okay? And then you're going to want to rinse it with lukewarm water after that 20 minutes and rinse out the product. Wash it again with the clarifying shampoo. After then, you're going to get a 10 volume peroxide. It doesn't matter what company it comes from, just as long as it's 10 volumes. And you're going to remove the excess water from the hair and then put this 10 volume on the hair. Let it sit on the hair for at least 20 seconds. And what this is the quality control step. If there are any dye molecules left in the hair, this is going to reactivate those dye molecules. And I will say it does behoove you to do that step, because initially when I first did it, the hair was brown and it was lighter than this. And I was like, woohoo, I am finished. I am done. And then I put that 10 volume on there and it went black. It didn't go as black as this. It was more like a off black, 1B kind of a black, but it was noticeably darker from when I initially did it. So I did the whole process again for the second time. And at the end of that step, I put the 10 volume again and the hair didn't change. So that let me know that everything was removed from the hair. Now you are allowed to do this up to 3 times in one service. 3 times in one service. After the 3rd time, just condition the hair, treat the hair, and leave it alone for the next day. And then you can try again the next day. Now, this again is not bleach. It is not going to disturb the natural base of the hair underneath the artificial dye. It's only going to remove the dye to leave you with a clean canvas to do what you want with it. If you're going to bleach it again or if you're going to color it again, that's what it's going to do. This product is meant to only remove oxidative dyes, if I'm saying it correctly, which means your permanent dyes, your natural color, in a sense, permanent dyes. It's not meant to remove your fashion colors or temporary type dyes like your Manic Panics or Adores. It's not meant to remove that. You can try it and tell me what your outcome is, but that's not the purpose of this. It's supposed to be meant to remove your permanent dyes, you know. I love this product and it does work. As you guys can see, this is the before and this is pretty much the after of it. As you can see, it's a noticeably different color change to it. So I do recommend this hair this product, all in all, it's a great product. But keep in mind also that this product stinks. It has a very strong odor. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like rotten eggs or sweaty feet type of a smell. So I do recommend that you guys do this in a very well ventilated area or outside on your patio or balcony or something of that sort to keep it from permeating your entire house. And it also stains the hair with that smell. After the first time I did it, the hair smelled horribly. It's been probably a few months since I did it, or yeah, about 2 months since I did it, and the smell is still in the hair. It's not as strong. It's not as strong as it was in the beginning, but it's still in the hair. So keep that in mind. You know, somebody comes up to you and like, hey girl, how you doing? And smell your hair. It's not that cute. So I'm going to wash this again to see if it does come out. I'm gonna wash it with some other type of shampoo that smells good besides the clarifying. That concludes this part of the video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my best to get back to you and answer you. And the links to where you can purchase this product will also be in the description box below. Please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification button if you haven't already, and share this video, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this video, and leave me a thumbs up, you know, do all that good stuff. You know, if you don't like this video, let me know what about it you don't like. You know, just leave me some kind of feedback. Again, have a great day, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.